Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. The hunter has become the hunted a little bit here. Just flying past and these sharp eyes try to shoot me out of the sky. Rude. Here's an antelope stag. It's a hunting target. Ruin it. Yes. Wait. Let's get the chocolate out. Might as well. Bonuses. Oh. In the queue for the thing with the stuff. With that. We got the AoEs. Not really what we need in the current setup here, of course. Pause. Hit this antelope stag. Triple finisher. Yes. Hey, that's alright. That is hunting log 25 complete. There you go. Fate here, that's fine. Want to not worry about that. Instead, fight some kid traps over here. Blast them with some emerald blasts and all that. Give us some leaves and things. Going to need to clear out the inventory again. Inventory continues to be a large problem here. Have to deal with that pretty soon. In away. Cut trap. This one. We'll swiftly cast this. Fight going. That'll be the fourth one we need for this, so that takes care of that. 4. Hunting log 23. Okay. Inventory. Bits and bobs. Let's get rid of this. We can sell these if we need to. Okay. Where to next? The North Shroud. And another one here also. So, Honor Springs in the North Shroud. Going from the south to the north. Why not? Honor Springs. Go. Looking for balloons and clay golems. That we can do. Not exactly difficult going around doing the hunting logs. Just something. There's some XP while we're waiting for the matchmaking. Damn it. Making more pieces of things. Thanks. Okay. Balloons. Here they are. Trying to explode. Over here. Just get off the mount. Yeah. One more balloon up here. Or a dungeon. Both is good. We hit the Spain mite, that's also fine. Okay. And we do make it into there. Just took a little bit. Hello, people. Welcome to the dungeon. Level 23. Cool. Let's see what we're doing. activate our spells we can actually use here. And we're not high enough to do any of the AoE spells still. Okay. Sure. If we stop, we can cast some of the ruby spells here. The other ones are much more friendly for movement at the same time. Just ignore the rest of the guys over there. Sure. And oh. Some regular old ruins go in. Back up. Oh. Just about managed to fight things and move at the same time here. Just about. Does inform which type we want to cast. Kinda. Imp. Gone. Some kind of food buff. Alright. There we go. Charge in. This is a spell we're about to explode. Fire. Okay. Casting big fire attack on the fire guy. Checks out. Swift cast is not as great in situations where you still wait for the cooldown anyway. Low cooldown. This guy just still waiting for it. Wind tank. Wind tank. Wind tank. Regular route. There you go. Yeah, into the flow. Yes. Some XP for that. At least one regular speed attack in, so we can get Ether Charge cast. Start charging up all this. That's worth it. Okay. Pass. Run. Win. All the winches. This. Emerald. Okay. So in combat, so we can cast that again. Perfect. Check that out. This way. Oh, these guys. Goodness. Yeah. Takes a little bit. That's okay. Python here. Sure. All the time is just a little bit weird sometimes. You start moving before things happen. Effects happen after. You dodge the attacks before they get casted. But while they're doing things, it's fine. It's something. Ruin this. It might just be just this charge period where it's doing the ruin buff or something. Mission 15 seconds. Yeah. 7. Winch. Treasure behind that one. Which way are we going? This way? That way? Let's go in different ways. Boss is over there. Going to the boss? Where are you guys going? Did we miss one? It's one of these ways. You can tell this is a good way to go because of the boss room floor system. In theory. Okay. This is the guy with the water. Don't want to stand in there. I mean, avoid that, because they're a magical guy. Doing magical range attacks and all that. Okay. Molested. Well, supposed to stand over here. Rude. Ruin. More crackles. That's some decent distance on these attacks. That's pretty good. And emerald. Charge. And ruin. Something. Where's that? There's level. I'll level up. Flow through to the next section. Acceptable. Acceptable. Okay. Those. This will be run. It's much just the regular ruin and the fire aspect of things, which are really the problems. And not being able to cast Ether Charge when we're not technically in combat. And doing a whole cast on an enemy that's already dead. That's also unfortunate. Hall of Bestiality. Go. Not quite like that. Charge, charge. Burning Ward. Do the fires. Next one. Biggest one. Everyone's gone. Oh. It's gonna do that a few times here. Last is the cast. Hey, last one. There's... And we're good. Charging again. Alright. Limb break. Sky shine. Fun. Not too often we do that. Hey. GG. Exit. Okay. So we're good. Can you do anything else in here? Right where we need to do be to kill the clay golems. So we'll probably do that since we're here. We got a clay golem. It's a stone golem. Completely different, I assure you. Right place. Watch out, Honor Spring. Watch out, Honor Spring. Go this way. There they are. Bursting. Starts it, but since we're moving, it stops once it's already started. It's definitely something. Getting bites that way. More sensory. Okay. Let's get Spirit Bond, Second Materia, new gear, couple pieces, level 30. Okay. And level 30 quest. Go sink that pirate. All that. There we go. Over to the guild. Guildmaster. Acting Guildmaster. Got a new, better book. And some things. Ruin 2. See if that's going to replace Ruin or it's just stronger Ruin. And Ruin Mastery. Upgrades Ruin to Ruin 2. Answers that question. Presumably upgrades it as long as we're level 30. In theory. And some money. Okay. Acting Guildmaster. Thurigam has instructions for you from Forcier Clan. Alright. I've been expecting you, Isaac. As ever, Clan's predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with word of Dosmega. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Bloodshore. Once the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it that he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It'll be some time before he returns once more to Limsa Lominsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Clan will lose her chance to settle the score with Dosmega, and we risk the Forcier stumbling once more into the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Dosmega will prove difficult. Clan has, however, already formulated a solution and has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task is in this undertaking is to travel to Casa del Sol, deliver the set of directions to a fisherman by the name of Razim. More instructions will be forthcoming. Alright. We can go to Casa del Sol. That is doable. That is something we can, in fact, do. Okay. Over here. What's what they're fishing for? That's not the whole thing. Fishing. All this stuff. But yeah. Problems for another day. What does he want, lad? As you can see, I have my hands full of me fishing. Letter. Short list of orders drafted by a Gates assessor, Kalina. There you go. Ah, thanks for that. Been told to expect ya. You're to take one of me earrings and deliver it to the cook of Helona. Okay. They are back down over in Castle Sol. Sure. Cooking up a storm. Yes, and how might I help you? Master Gigimuju is expecting his supper any moment now. Herring. Not an earring. Herring. Aaron. Herring's so fresh, it still flaps its fins in one final desperate attempt to propel itself from your pack. Through the air and back into the sweet saltwater it once called home. Right. A fresh herring, while the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish on an evening, this might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. I should tell you, though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Kikimiju rather than scoff it down yourself. Fine. No pie for me. Sad times. Sad times. Hi. What brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear sir? Such a heavenly aroma. You perchance carrying an eel pie about your person. How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gil to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. Homemade eel pie. The culinarian, Olona, would have you believe her homemade eel pie is far more delicious than Mother Ione's realm-famous handmade eel pie. Competition. One moment, if you will. Been instructed by a Milvin's Gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Kikuruju. Okay. That's me. Take the purse you receive from Master Kikuruju and hand it to the dancer Eliath as she prepares to return home. Okay. They're over there. Hey. Yes? Looking for a dancer that would first see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Heavy purse. My purse filled to bursting with gil. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. And such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you see. Return for the coin, I'm to give you these. The other satchel is from your Mikoti friend. and the harrow is for me. That last item you are to deliver to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. Okay? All over the place here. To the warehouse. Hey. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If I don't get my work squared away soon, the master will have me out on a pike. Hmm? You got something for me, you say? Well-worn harrow. A colorful cotton undergarment worn for countless summers by the dancer Ugith. Enjoy. My goodness. Eh? Ain't this a sparrow? Never coming last said something about me bringing me a gift what I couldn't refuse. Stick me with a pitchfork if she weren't telling the Khan's own truth. Earlier, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors who are drinking there. That's what she told me to tell you, and you wrote. I'd watch me back if I were you, though, son. Them sailors are the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. Okay. There's back in here. Yes. Alright. Here's good. Want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now I ain't one to pass up free grog. Vintage. Wine so old, no one alive can remember when it was bottled. The cork appears to still be intact. That's important. Lionel's geez, now that's a bloody fine drop. If we ship this stuff to the east, we sell them bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The captain will want to have a word with you. Sure. There's a good lad. And as for you, Miss Dancer, you sit close to old Hisgrant. It gets damn cold on long sea voyages. Infiltrated the entire system here. Shh, we'll talk later. Alright. You say so. Okay. They went over that way. Where are they at? Over that way. Feels like we could maybe have more of a plan here, but it's more just finding the location, I guess. That's fine. You ready then? We're off as soon as the boat's loaded. Level sync. And sinking. There you go. They bring in more people? Weren't there more people? It's just here, scrap. Fine grog and a fine woman. Captain will be pleased with this haul. They did really not need to bring me with them. This was a mistake, obviously. Pray do not stare so. This is the most expedient method of getting access to the ship. I'll take that satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. Okay. Hey, what mischief are you two about? Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out soon enough. I'm merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill from this brisk ocean air, would you? Though his hands yourself warm once we get to the ship. Alas. Over here. We'll be playing more pirates back on board, I'm sure. It's a big boat. Better slip off that railroad before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. Well, I'm happy to show him the performance that awaits. The Admiral's lapdog. Come out for that lesson, have you? It is I who shall be teaching this day, and I shall focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with you, you'll remember who your real master is. Alright, let's get it. I'm not sure what this whole orb area is doing here. I'm sure it's great. The time until turn the tide of the battle. Okay. There. Do some AoEs, I guess. Not really enough guys to do too big of AoEs. Ruin your life. And another one. Bolt swing. Here come some more guys. Unfortunately, we are on Emerald, which is really weak, especially in the AoE department. Spin. What's happening? Finish that part at least. You rabbit little cur. Aye. Our numbers matter not. His strategy will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Miss Mega. With your defeat, will I cast off the shackles you closed on my soul? You think so, yeah? Think your fancy magics are a match for my blade? You got another thing coming. There we go. Here's the thing. Look at these guys. Emerald. 70. You. That's just you. See if we get any more reinforcements. Let's go stand this. Oh, we did it. We exploded him and then looked away. Perfect. Sven now faces defeat. He will flee to the starboard rail. There he goes. Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling the strings, do ya? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. Is at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summoned in my explicit instructions to Iceland. Gotcha. Who's surrounded? You are. You're a fool to return, Dosmega. I hear you found shackles, so brought set especially for you. Completely defeated. Also, can we keep the ship? That'd be pretty cool. They don't have a captain or a crew anymore, so. Yeah. Saying. Thus concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Arctic. This strategy would not succeed without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work, or must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I understand where my calculations went awry. It's not enough to wish to shape reality, one must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It's time I sought out our guildmaster. An easier task said than done. Just go in. Right over there. It's all planned. All planned out. Pray convey to Mistress Thurigam my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all she has done for me. The true test of my strategies now begins. So long. So now I get to keep the ship, because no one else is here. It's gonna sail away. Well, at least took the small boat back. Anyways, back to Limsa. Skilled. Okay. Welcome back, Arctic. There is much I ask of you. But first, I have the satchel you received during your assignment. And the satchel you received during your assignment. Yep. Odd leather satchel. The veil of mystery surrounding this otherwise ordinary sack is so thick it could suffocate an Aurochs. What's in the satchel? The original owner needs her costume back, you see. Make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now let's speak of Claire. Glad to know she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Claire's strategies served to blind her to her own feelings. Pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Claire to improve her combat abilities, though such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the guild master's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of Arcanum. You too should look to the improvement of your discipline if you are able to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Ruin 2. Stronger. That's going to make the AoE attacks have to be even more powerful to compensate. 270 is pretty reasonable. And some cash. We have all the better pieces of gear anyways. Upgrades. And all that. Quest complete. Okay. Action learned. Ruin 2. The second one. Okay. Tales of Magic. Ruin 2. 1.47 cast. Recast is 2.47 seconds. As a different cast and recast time. See if we'll be able to spam that anymore. Slight concern. Anyways, with that done, that should be that. Forgotten but not gone. Absurdities of Flame. Got 2 level 30 quests. Just hanging out here. I'll just peek at these. This gets us Soul of the Summoner. Summon Ifrit. Ruby Summoning Mastery. And the Receptionist has the Soul of the Scholar and Adequate. Intriguing Opportunity. This is Scholar. Is that on here? That's Scholar. Okay. So that's the more of the healer route from here. So it doesn't start at 0. I think we were wondering where that was at. So that's here. Here. We did already have Physic and Resurrection. There's the tiniest bit of healing to be done. If we really worry about healing right now. Instead, we will start off learning about Summoner. Next time, goodbye.